Hello, 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 Cancers. How are you guys doing this morning? This is morning here in the United States when I'm doing this. So if it's in the afternoon, evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So I am Patti and I'm an empath and I'm going to do your intuitive reading. This is for you Cancers between the 14th and the 20th. Yeah, 14th and the 20th. So let's get started. I do have a couple of announcements real quick. Is that on the 14th today, if you're watching this on the 14th, I'm recording it a little bit early. There is a reading for the new moon, the solace. And also on the 14th at 1, and then on the 18th at 1, there's for the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter. Big one. So if you can make only one of them, I would say do the Saturn and Jupiter, because that energy is going to go for years to come. So this is going to change the trajectory of a lot of things for the future. So, and then also too, the Divine had me this week do 2 videos. Not sure who they're for, but when he asked me to do them, I will do anything he tells me to do. So if you look below, there's one on when you ask me, are they coming back? You know, I get asked that a lot. Is he coming back? Is she coming back? Do you see them coming back? So for whatever reason, the Divine had me do that. And then also people are asking me about their purpose versus their destiny. So there's a huge difference. So the Divine asked me to do that as well. So you have 2 videos there down there for spiritual growth. And then also to the moon and the conjunction on the 8th, actually the 21st, but the video is going to be on the 18th, the live. So just check the website or check the channel at home and you'll see all that on there. But let's get going for the 14th through the 20th. So now this is for the 14th through the 20th, which we do have actually even an eclipse with the new moon, excuse me. So yeah, new moon. I had to think there a second. I've been doing a lot of work this morning, so I'm a little bit kerfuffled. So, but you got to remember these energies are going to be 2 days approximately before, 2 days after. So if you're watching this early, prepare yourself, because on the solace, there's going to be a lot more about clarity with this new moon. There's going to be a lot more information that you need to know, but it's sort of past information you have to let go, and then information that you need to have more clarity on. So that's a really good thing. The energies are changing, but I'm going to tell you on the 21st, when this conjunction happens, woo! You got to watch that video. So anyway, let's get going, or watch that live when I'm there. So our 2 cards out. So our first oracle out is for the energies for this week, and to be expected, because usually it's very unstable around a full moon or a new moon. It's just unstable energies, because things are shifting and changing with other planets as well, the sun, the moon, and whatever planets are happening around that. So it is unstable. So I was sort of expecting to see the number 5. If you see there's a number 5 there, 5 is about instability. But then we have the goblins. This is sort of a dark card. It's really hard, but it has sort of a dark meaning, is because we want to work on our shadow work. And I'll read this card because some people like me to read from the book, but also too, it'll be a little bit more clear for you. Then there are the energies at the end of the week moving forward into the 21st, when we have this huge conjunction happening. We have cleaning your house. Now the cleaning the house is also the number 10. So cleaning house is not only about, the number 10 is about the ending of something, getting rid of something, the ending of something, and then something beginning, because it's also the number 1. So when we clean house, like spring cleaning, we get rid of a lot of stuff. Well, this could be meaning that you need to get rid of a lot of stuff, but it also could mean that you need to get rid of a lot of stuff in your life, and you need to get ready and prepare for new stuff to come in. that is going to happen on the 21st. So this is something that I think the divine is trying to help you understand, or the energies or the universe and the frequencies and the vibrations are trying to help you understand. Get ready, because it's going to happen. Major things happen during around these big conjunctions. This is one of the biggest conjunctions. So let's look at the number 5, which your goblins has to do with your shadow work, your little darker side of yourself, little things that you really sort of don't share with a lot of people, your wounds, your inner wounds, that kind of a thing. So with this, it says goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in the experience. So from that point, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. So sort of like in the shadows there. So they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unloved. They hold you hostage through your low self-esteem, self-sabotage, and the feeling of lacking what you need. The goblins pay you a visit. Know that they represent the shadow of your own self. So this is sort of like if you've been through trauma. I've been through, I took my ring off, forgot. I've been through trauma, a lot of trauma, from sexual abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse. I've gone through a number of things. My brother was murdered, went through that trauma. So when we have that trauma, it begins to build a foundation that becomes unstable in our thinking process. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And what that means, what I mean by that is, we start out as children, innocent, with no idea what to do. If we were to be left on our own and be able to build our own ideas and our views and values and things like that, rather than have somebody teach us those, like our parents, and put theirs on and that kind of a thing, then we would be able to be a lot more ourselves from the very beginning. But that's not the way life is. So wherever trauma hits, wherever that is, it sort of puts a switch into our thinking, and then we end up with something else, and we go back this way and this way. And so that is, well, welcome. Well, Mama Lena, thank you for popping in. But this is where we start to get off course. This is where we need to clean house. I can't make this up. I'm telling you, being an empath and intuitive and the divine and whoever comes and gives me the downloads, this is not for me. This is for you guys. So someone out there, some Cancer out there, or maybe many, have had some trauma, some abuse, or some really things to just, like the Tower, flip your world upside down. This is a time to really sort of look at those and try to build a new foundation, but not based from the trauma, letting go. Remember, we're the number 10. By purging and letting go of some of that, so that you can heal and have a wonderful forward movement into a new, different way of thinking. This doesn't happen overnight. I'll tell you, it took me years and years and years. However, I am so glad that I went through all that homework. And as I go through my Get Balanced 2020 coaching, if you need coaching, please book a session with me, a one-on-one, because I can help you get the tools and the things that you need to get through that trauma, to grow yourself a new foundation to get through that. And it's not hard, but it is emotionally hard, because you have to face the truth. And then that truth, you'll realize how that sets you free. I don't know who this is for. I don't know what Cancer this is for, but it is in my prayers prior to doing this reading. I hope this helps someone. So let's go and see what else we can get into. This doesn't mean everybody's traumatized, but everybody has their own journey. And each journey has pain, each journey has happiness, each journey has sorrow, each journey has everything. However, it's where you started your journey, the roots. I have a spiritual, I think it's a 3 series on spiritual growth and this actual, the roots of everything. I don't know if it's on this one or if it's on this one or Get Balanced 2020. But if you're questioning any of this, of what I'm talking about through this reading, please go back and watch those videos. They're free to you guys. This is why I do it. It's all free. Thank you, Andrea. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. So this is all free to you guys. You know, I don't want you to have to pay for a one-on-one coaching. That's why I do the videos. That's why I did the Destiny versus Purpose. That's a huge one too. The Divine asked me to do that this week. Again, like I said, when the Divine says jump, I jump and I go. I don't even question him because his ways are not my ways, and they work. Trust me, they work. Okay, so let's get started. So that's sort of the beginning energies. So what is it that you have to work on this week? What is it that's in the shadows that's holding you back from your destiny and from your purpose? You're very welcome to watch that video as well. But this is what's holding you back. Wherever your foundation is, wherever your pain is, wherever your fears are, wherever that kind of stuff is. And I'm telling you, you have to start cleaning your house now, because the 21st, those energies, oh, I just want to share them with you, but I can't because I won't get this done. So this is very, very true. We've got the first energy out as the Page of Wands. Then we have the Two of Wands. Now, these two go together because this is all about communication. This is all about thinking the process of how to figure things out in that manner. These two, look at them. They're facing each other. They're really wanting to get down to the nitty-gritty and talk. One is a messenger. The other one is, whether that's me or whoever, I don't know. But the thing is, it's wanting to start to think about your future. Now, with the 2, this is about balance. The number 2 in numerology is about balance. And that balance is how we have to find out how to get those little dark shadows to go away. I know it sounds really, really weird, and most of my viewers are women. But it's almost like, and it's very true, because I had a medium talk. I had a session with a medium. But long story, the thing was, and she's a friend of mine, so we talk about a lot of hoo-hoo kind of stuff. So, but the thing is, she said, you need to grow your little girl up. I didn't understand what the heck she meant for a long, long time. But she's like, you need to grow your little girl up. You're a grown woman now, and you need to tell that little girl it's okay because you're a grown woman. It took me a long time, and then one day it was like a light bulb. And I did my little girl work, and lo and behold, we grew her up. So what that means is she no longer has to worry. I don't have to live in the past as that little girl anymore. My mindset does not have to be there anymore. So my little girl has grown up to a woman because I am the woman now. Not the little girl, but see, this is the stuff that we keep bringing with us. And this is the stuff we need to heal and move forward. You can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. You have to have somebody to help you through that process. And that's what cleaning house is. Because what happens is when we do that, we, like the Two of Wands, if we don't work on that, then what we do is we carry it into our future. See the globe? We carry it into our future. And the thing is, when we carry it into our future, it affects our relationships, it affects our love lives, it affects how we handle our children and raise our children. It affects our self-esteem, like the goblins say. It affects your self-esteem, your self-worth, and that kind of thing. And you have to understand that you are a beautiful creature of who you are right now, the way that you are. Wherever you are in life, whatever size you are. I used to be a bodybuilder. I used to be 136 pounds on stage. But it took me 1 year prior, I was 215 pounds, took me a year to really dig deep. But what I found in losing weight, if you're a woman and you're overweight, it's not about the weight in the body. So you can go and exercise all you want. It's not about your body. It's about your mindset of what the past is keeping you there and your spirit. And that's another coaching thing I do because I have a degree in nutrition and fitness. But the thing is, I learned that through the hard way because I was working so hard bodybuilding, get on stage and yes, and then the great weight started coming back because I hadn't changed my mindset. All right. Anyway, let's get going. I'm sorry, I'm doing more coaching than reading. I apologize. But this is for somebody. I don't know who this is for. Cancers, and I love you guys. So you know what? If the divine says talk, I talk. But that's not why you're here. So let's get this reading going. So we are looking towards the future. Somebody is looking towards the future, how they can better their future. How do I do that? How do I get the tools to do that? How do I move forward? How do I break these bad patterns, these bad habits? How do I make my life a little bit better? Oh, thank you, Leanne. I appreciate it. I love it. I love reading. I love doing this for you guys. So this is a thing that we need to be moving forward with. All right. So this is for you. Sometimes, people write these things down as they do the readings, or they come back and watch it and maybe write things down again too. That might be something for you. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I love this. I love this. Thank you, Divine. I've got goosebumps for somebody. Woo! Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Or excuse me. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Sorry, I was getting a download. And then we have the Six of Wands. Again, Wands. Wands are going to probably be the key here because we got the 6. It's about progress, about moving forward. Here's one thing that is going to be really, really, really important for you here. There is an offering. Usually the aces are an offering of some type, okay? But this is an offering for you personally. This isn't for somebody else. Even if somebody was coming towards you about all this kind of stuff, they're telling you, maybe you're going to have somebody come to you and say, hey, you know what? I was sexually abused as a kid. And I just, everything I do, it just seems to be because of that foundation, broken foundation thought. And I don't know how to get help with it, or I don't know what to do. I just needed to share it. So maybe somebody's going to come towards you. But this here is for you. This is about you getting in truth with yourself. This is about being unbiased, self-examination with yourself, and really being truthful. Where is your weakness at, and why is it? Where is the root from that weakness or that fear? What's really sort of funny about this, and then we get the the Knight of Swords again on it, and then we're back to victory. So as we work through this process, this victory is a soul victory. This isn't somebody helping you. I mean, you have to get help for the tools and stuff, but this is, you've done it alone. You yourself and I have actually done it. So there's this proud, happy confidence that you have built in whatever it is that you're going to be working on. That's this week, guys. This has to happen before the 21st when these energies come in. I mean, at least get the seed planted, get it started. As I tell my Get Balanced 2020 clients, is like, we got to do your homework. The homework has to get done so that you can actually take the test. You will be tested, not by me, but by divine, and then it will move forward. And the thing is that you'll not only be tested, he will give you a lot from your blessings because your foundation got warped. Your foundation got twisted. Your foundation got broken, and it's not your fault. Okay, so I don't know who this is for, Cancers, and this brings your mindset to a little bit different. So let's see where else we're going with this, because I've got too many downloads coming in. You guys got to slow down. I don't know who this is for. One download at a time, please. Okay, so let's see where we're going. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Not sure why money's in here. Unless somebody's having problems with budgeting their money. It's somebody's overspending, because this becomes when what happens with women especially is that when you have, how many of you guys like to eat pasta, potato chips, rice, potatoes, French fries? How many of you love that? Because that's a comfort food, and that is a complex carbohydrate which will keep you fat. Trust me, it will. Long story. I won't go into nutrition today. So we have something that maybe somebody's overspending. Maybe somebody doesn't know how to do a budget. Maybe somebody just needs, that's a weakness. Maybe somebody needs to learn how to do the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody may not say, somebody be more of a taker than a giver. Maybe you need to learn how to give a little bit back. Maybe, and it might be reversed. Maybe you're a giver. Maybe you need not to give so much of yourself financially. Maybe you need to be giving of yourself in something other than that. All right. So again, we have the Ace of Swords. So there is something coming towards you, but you're going to have to really be honest with yourself. A self-examination that is unbiased. How many of you can sit there and actually be honest and not lie to yourself? That's when you start beginning to change your mindset from your spirit. Okay? Oh, yes. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. You've got victory. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles, I wish I had the weight card because you can see it because it's beautiful. I love this Japanese, the Japanese outlet. Of course, you know, I lived in Japan for years, so I love it, but I don't like when they just do the coins. I like to have, I'm a picture person. So, but the Ten of Pentacles is all about rewards, harvest, everything, unconditional love. 10 is the completion. So this is meaning that you're working, even if it's little bit by step, one little issue at a time, or one little brokenness at a time, one little whatever at a time. You're cleaning your house. You're doing your homework. You cannot do it all at once. You got to do one thing at a time. And there is victory. There is self-accomplishment. There is self-love, self-value, and all those kind of things that go with it. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is healing. This is a healing week. This is a healing week. This is a self-evaluation healing week for you guys. And you need this before the 21st because these energies are just huge that are changing. It's, you know, a lot of astrologers, well, at least the three that I listen to, they're all saying it's a shifting of ages, a shifting of time. There is major, major, major things. And I'll go into that on the 18th on the live with that. But there is major energies that have changed, things that have happened in the world, huge things when these kind of conjunctions happen. So get ready for yourself. Start preparing yourself. Start bettering and being more happy and joyful. And the only way you can do that is rebuild your foundation to a healthy foundation, healthy mindset, healthy spirit. All right. Oh, I can't make this up. Yes, I can't make this up. Remember I said, I wish I could see the ten of Pentacles in the weight deck. I can't make this up, guys. This is the divine. This is the divine doing this. Oh, I got teary eyes. This is something. Oh, you know why I get teary eyed with all this? Because I was there. I personally experienced it. And I personally had to go through my homework. I personally got healing. I personally got freedom. So what I see, and I've got goosebumps for somebody from head to toe, that this is going to give you the biggest freedom of your life, the biggest joy and peace of your life, whatever this is that you need to work on. You know, even if it's, yeah, thanks. Even if it's I keep picking the wrong men. I keep picking the wrong women. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. These are cycles. Look at the things that you have been doing that are creating cycles. Thank you. So they're creating cycles, creating patterns. And these are things that you don't like in your life. So this is something that needs to be worked on to create, again, that foundation, change that foundation so that we can actually have those good men, good women, or know when to kick the ones even on the first or second date to the curb. That's what I'm talking about. I'm single. I know, but I've studied this stuff. I've psychology, behavior, and I even go to a men inspirational speaker, which if you guys need one, he is awesome. He's from the South. Tony Gaskins, write his name down. It's Gaskins. He's online free on YouTube every day. You want to know something about men seriously and the games they play? He will tell you. He's funny. He's just funny. He's from the South, but he's very straightforward. If you're single and need to know more about men, yeah, I go and watch him sometimes just for a laugh because people, just men. And I'm not saying bad about men because I know I have men on my channel, but women do the same thing, play these games. So anyway, this is a really great blessing for you guys. All right. King of Wands. I said we're all about communication, all about getting really down to it. And then we have the Fool. And the Fool is about a newness, a freshness, a new beginning. Again, this is something pure. So when I see where did you go? So when I see the Fool in this is all about a newness, a freshness. This is a pure. He holds a flower, a white flower of purity. So you will begin to have a new pure way of thinking, a very positive way of thinking. The energies will be lifted. Your vibrations will be lifted. This whole process will transform your life. Huge. I'm so excited for you guys, whoever this is. So, yeah, but that is just amazing, And I know somebody's out there asking, well, is there going to be any love in my life this week? Is there any, the divine didn't show it. The reason why he didn't show it is because you need to work on yourself first. You have to work in your singleness if you're single before you bring in somebody else, because otherwise you're going to have that same pattern repeat over and over again. So for those who were asking for love, is there going to be any love in this week? Yeah, love of yourself. That's serious. This is what divine tells me. This is what I do. So Cancers, I love you guys. Hey, for you guys that came in, thank you so much. I love it when people just drop by and say, hey, I love it. And I thank you. Well, spit. I'm not that old yet. But I thank you for coming in, and please like, share, subscribe. If you hit the subscribe, make sure you hit the bell, because I'm still doing the dailies. I don't know if I'm going to keep those going or not. After December, it's going to be deciding on if people really hit the likes enough. And if I get more viewers. There's not a whole lot of viewers on the dailies yet, but if you like those, make sure you like, and so that I keep them going after December 31st. And don't forget to come to the lives on the 14th, which would be today for if you're watching this on the new moon, excuse me. And then also the 18th for the 21st conjunction. Big one. This is a big one. And I'll do a reading, but I'm going to share a lot more on the energies of what's going on, why this is a big one, why it's so important for your future, what to look for, and what to sort of expect in the future from that. So thank you for coming. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the 21st on the conjunction. All right. Take care.